Sony's high-end native 4K projectors are right here on the table for a side-by-side comparison, and I am excited as hell. Now the reason why I am so much excited, because together on this particular table itself we have a value of almost 10 lakh rupees plus as an MRP for both these projectors. For instance, the Sony XW5000ES is priced at rupees 5,55,000, whereas the Sony VPL VW-290ES was priced at around rupees 4,60,000. So as I said, put together the value on the table right here is around 10 lakh rupees, and that is why you can see me all smiling throughout this particular video, because I am very much excited to compare these projectors side by side for a live demo, which I am also going to see along with you. And apart from that, we are also going to give a little bit of information between these projectors. Now I know you don't want to get bored with all these specifications, because we have already covered both these projectors individually, and the link of both these videos will be shared in the description. So do check it out in case you are excited or interested in only one product, then you can watch that particular video. But as far as I am concerned, I am going to jump on directly to introduce myself, because I know that there are many first timers as well on this particular video. So for them, hello everyone, my name is Tanmay Mehta, your home cinema consultant or home theatre wale bhaiya, and like always in this particular video too, we are going to give you enough information and value so that you can make the well-informed, wise and correct decisions when it comes to buying anything to everything in the home cinema space. Now, just to show your support, in case you haven't done the subscribe button, hit right now, then go ahead and do it so that you and I can stay connected for more such videos. Now, Sony's VPL VW-290ES has been ruling the home cinema markets for native projectors since almost last 3 years, and from the last year, that is 2022 year end, we saw Sony XW5000ES already making big waves across the globe. So with us, we are just going to first run you through the basic comparison of both these projectors with regards to the specifications, and after that we are going to jump to the live demo. So first we'll obviously begin with the aesthetics part, because the first look of both these projectors are obviously, they give a fierce, beastie and a mighty look. The XW5000ES becomes the first noticeable projector because of the different cut style design that they have got compared to the VW-290ES, which has got a little old curvature surfaces. But when it comes to the front panel design, I am still more fascinated by this particular projector, because this has got a very nice glossy black finish in the front than just a plain ventilated surface which is right here on the XW5000ES. Let me know your views in the comments below, and let us check the next specification. The next specification that we are going to look at is the brightness. Now, Sony VW-290ES was very conservative in terms of its brightness. For instance, it was only to 1500 lumens, which actually made a lot of people not buy Sony VW-290ES because they wanted a little brighter projector. So to match that particular requirement, Sony XW5000ES has now come with a 2000 lumens of brightness. Now with regards to the display technology, Sony VW-290ES, as we all know, uses a lamp based technology, which means that the lamp is the main light source, and for Sony XW5000ES, the Z-phosphor laser light source is the main source for the display technology. The video processor in Sony VW-290ES is the X1 processor, whereas the same processor is used in the XW5000ES but has got a much more better upgrades. So that's why they call it as the ultimate X1 advanced processor. Now, lens control has been one of the interesting differentiating factors between these two projectors, which still makes me want to go to the old one. The reason for it is when you simply press the pattern button on the projector's remote control in the Sony VW-290ES, you can also control the lens through the remote control itself, which means that there is no manual feature available for lens control on this projector. And that is why for all the CinemaScope as well as different aspect ratio screen owners, this projector can be a little quick feature to use from the remote control. Whereas for the XW5000ES, there is a small lid which we have also shown in the previous video that needs to be used manually to control the lens shift, to use the zoom in, zoom out and the focus feature. So that's about the lens control on these two projectors. 3D. I know as a technology, 3D is a dying technology, and I have not been much of as an advocate to this particular technology too. But when we look at Sony VW-290ES, it still supports 3D technology, and XW5000ES does not have 3D at all. Now with regards to automation compatibility, obviously both the projectors have got RS-232 port to take care of it, but with the Sony XW5000ES, they mention about a seamless automation integration with the Control 4 Crestron and Savant platforms, which are highly popular. The HDMI HDCP versions in the VPL VW-290ES has got 2.2 as the HDCP version. In the XW5000ES, it is the 2.3 HDCP version for both the HDMI ports. With regards to the throw distance of VPL VW-290ES is again higher at 1.38:1 to almost 2.83:1. Now, when we look at the Sony XW5000ES, it starts at the same ratio, but it ends at 2.21:1. The lamp life, cause this is a lamp projector, is 6000 hours, and that too on a low lamp mode. Whereas for the XW5000ES, cause of the laser technology, it can support 20,000 hours of uninterrupted playtime. Sony XW5000ES is a little more silent in terms of operation compared to the 290ES. The reason being, this is 24 dB fan output, and this has got a fan noise of 26 dB, that is decibel. Now we all saw that Sony is now making active efforts in bringing their products which are more environment friendly, and that is why the power consumption of XW5000ES with its laser source has gone down to 295 watts compared to 390 watts of the VW-290ES. So weight, obviously this is 13 kgs. This is a little heavier projector at just 14 kgs. Now I know that's enough of the comparison differentiation in terms of the specification, because the prices have already been shared. Now let us go back to our theater rooms and watch both these projectors side by side. So how was it? Which one would you go for? Let me know your feedback in the comments below. But when you share your opinion as to which projector would you buy, make sure to also give a valid reason to it. As far as my opinion is concerned, I am still in love with both these projectors. Undoubtedly the VPL VW-290ES, because of the lamp technology, is easy to operate. The XW5000ES with the laser source needs a little more better calibration, which we haven't done, by the way, when you saw the videos. So this was just out of the box comparison, but when calibrated properly, I'm sure that this projector will deliver some fantastic results. When we talk about the image output, the 1500 lumens versus the 2000 lumens comparison can be seen very properly even with your naked eyes, wherein the XW5000ES image stands out and is a little more powerful than the VW-290ES image. With regards to the motion flow and the other technologies, that those are all very common, so I'm not going to talk about that because we saw almost the same results with it. But when it comes to the menu settings, okay, you have got a little more features on still the older model than the newer one. So this is my particular feedback, guys. Let me know again your particular views with a reason in the comments below. And in case you found this particular video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button in order to let YouTube Baba know, and at the same time don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you found this particular channel helpful for you to make well-informed, wise and correct decisions. That's it from my end. Thank you so much for watching. I, Tanmay Mehta, your home cinema consultant or home theatre wale bhaiya, will see you again in the next one. Thank you.